Menon, we understand that you are a very popular author. You have written many technical books as well as some books on non-technical stuff. So can you tell us something about your recent work, that is Spirituality at Work?
Well, maybe I should begin with this book, which was written in 2004. I think it came out in 2004, very small book with a catchy title, which the publishers, I'm grateful to Yogi Impressions, the publisher, for this book. Stop Sleepwalking Through Life. There's a Hindi translation of this, Bhram Se Jago Sone Walo. Well, this is a fast reading book, which really points at the many issues in life that we keep evading. And the fact that unless we wake up from this delusion, from this illusion, we're going to continue sleepwalking through life. And it's important to wake up. So that was way back. And then we used this book to teach a course here called Self-Awareness. I teach it along with a colleague, Arul Dev. There are many other books covered. That course is very generic. It doesn't focus on Indian spirituality. It covers Sufism, a bit of Judaism, a lot of Christianity, a lot of Buddhism, and some meditations. Well, students who took that course wanted us to continue, because this is a full credited course that goes for one semester. They wanted an advanced course. We had many options, and I had this inner calling to focus on the Bhagavad Gita. And so that course was exclusively on the Bhagavad Gita. The course is called Integral Karmayoga. I think the first of its kind offered anywhere. And I had to shortlist some verses from the Gita. We shortlisted 162 verses out of 700 and put them in a thematic sequence. And those lecture notes were later converted into a book. It's called Spirituality at Work, again published by Yogi Impressions. This book has 18 chapters, just like the Gita itself. The Gita has also 18 chapters in Sanskrit, and it covers various themes. It begins with Arjuna's dejection, and it ends with the final supreme teaching. But it's a very graded course. The themes have been selected in such a way that it answers the questions that the students invariably come up with. And there are many questions. There are some pictures as well. There are verses in which I have translated into English, and I've tried to break down the original Devanagari verses, broken the sandhi so that the English line is it has got its appropriate Sanskrit split. But even if you don't know Sanskrit, there's no issues. We have a lot of foreigners also attending this course, and we hope these video lectures will help people who don't have access to IIT Madras. By the way, we restrict the number of students attending this course to what can be accommodated in the hall, less than 100. But we hope that you can use this book. You need this book in these video lectures, because we go through chapter by chapter in great depth. So if you want to listen to the video lectures, get hold of a copy of the book. There's an e-book version of this also available on Kindle. You can contact the publishers or Amazon or Flipkart and get hold of the book. So This book hopefully will fill in the gap related to the understanding the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita. There are basically three yogas which are integrated here. That's why we use the word Integral Karmayoga. The focus is on work. See, many of us have, especially in India, an understanding that spirituality will make you into a monk, a renunciate. You have to give up everything and wander off into the Himalayas or put on a saffron robe. That's not the spirituality of the Bhagavad Gita. It's meant for the Arjunas of the world, who live in the world, who have jobs to do, who have families to maintain, who have services to provide. How do you do that kind of work in the best manner possible? A work that is completely fulfilling. And that part is called Karma Yoga. The word yoga literally means yoking, union with the one source from which we have all emerged, the union with the divine. So all of us do work. Karma can stand for the intention behind the work, and the work could be thought, word or action. But there's a difference between being centered in your soul and doing work with that connection, with that connectivity. The Gita uses the word yukta. So you do things with your heart and soul in what you're doing, and you choose to do that for which you have a true need to do, an inner calling. And for many of us, the real problem in life is to find out what is that inner calling? What is it that we were born to do? To find that inherent swabhava, which has its own law of unfolding called swadharma, is the message of the Gita. So that's karma. Then we also have Jnana Yoga. A lot of this is Jnana Yoga, especially for many of us who are intellectually inclined, who like to ask a lot of questions. Who are we? Why are we? How are we connected with the universe? So there's a lot of philosophy and metaphysics and psychology linked to this. And finally, there is the aspect of love and devotion, which is Bhakti Yoga. So all three integrated together is what we call Integral Karma Yoga.